Okay, Dorchester. What is there in Dorchester? Here we go. We're arriving here. Oh my God, used to be a gas station here. Nothing. The penitentiary is behind there. Historic Dorchester. Yeah, see that there? Then all of these homes, they all look the same. There used to be homes for the guards that work at the Dorchester Penitentiary. They all look the same. Right? So that's Dorchester. And if you blink maybe 3 times, you will miss Dorchester. There's not really much going on. And what we're going to do, there's somebody that came from Ontario. There's the old cemetery. There were the inmates that died. They were all there. Stayinjail.com. So this, the only really promotion there is for Dorchester is the old jailhouse. And this is a guy named Bill Hunt, which I did an interview over the radio, the phone. He doesn't know that. What's this? Let me see. I thought the cops were waiting for us. He doesn't know we're doing this. Of course, I never like to announce. He might not be home, so there used to be. That's still a church. We used to go there, the English church, because it was short. Dorchester Veteran Community Center. Nope. St. James. Okay, now. The jail is Keeler House, right there. See? Look at that. And before you do that, here, turn here. It used to be, I think a gas station here. It used to be a store, grocery store, right in the corner, right there. And now, really, and if you go that way, you go to Sackville. So, the only really tourist attraction there is here, beside, what were those birds, pipers, or whatever, down there? They come every fall. Oh yeah, there it is. Look. The big giant bird. Stayinjail.com, jail tours. So this guy, the fire marshal ordered him to vamoose. Oh my God, look at that. He has, what do you got? Oh yeah, shackles. I don't know if we should go here or not. Maybe I'll be shackled inside that dungeon somewhere. So look at this. So you got what? Wife, stepdaughter, 2 goats, 3 goats, and a cat. Maybe he's home, and 1 chicken. Maybe he's home, maybe he's not. Let's go have a look.
Hello, hey!
My name is Charles LeBlanc. I'm the fire marshal. You must evict the scene as quickly as possible. You're dressed apart.
No kidding. Let me get my shirt on.
No kidding. Lock. Hey. Okay.
Hello.
How you doing, you?
Not too bad. How are you?
Can we go? She'll talk later.
Yep.
So what's up? Can we go inside?
Yeah,
or?
yeah, we can. Yeah, you're a construction worker if you're coming in here.
I'm a construction worker. Oh my God! Look at that.
So this is the cease and
Oh
desist
my God!
letter.
Hold it! I haven't seen that in holy Jesus! How old is that?
That's 1977.
1977.
Yeah.
Wow! Look at that.
Was working. We had the guests using that and stuff like that.
Look at that! I haven't seen 19 what?
77.
Yes, I remember. Oh, you talk about flashbacks.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, sorry. So what happened is,
So I got a cease.
Miss Cooper.
I got a cease and desist letter this morning.
How come it's ripped? You weren't.
Oh, I ripped it up in front of the guy when he gave it to me.
You weren't in a good mood.
Yeah, well, when he served it to me, I recognized him from before when he served me. And I ripped that up in front of his face. We both laughed about it. And then I read it.
So this is an update.
This is an update.
Okay, go ahead. I'll shut up.
It says, cease and desist abusive communications posts on social media involving the village of Dorchester. I guess they can't take it. You know, that's almost like a victory letter to me.
Social, I wish it wouldn't.
Well, you might get in trouble for putting
Bullshit! You are aware we represent the village of Dorchester. It has come to our attention that you have been posting various posts and comments on social media, including Facebook, either on your personal page or on Save the Dorchester. Oh, are we going to swear together? No. Jaden, go away. This might get ugly. Jaden is a kid there. I don't want to. Okay, hold it. Jail goats, public Facebook groups on a continuous basis using abusive and demeaning language directed to the village of Dorchester employees, including members of council, the chief administrator, staff. The language used in several of your Facebook posts, including some. Did they shut down your Facebook?
No. Facebook, they can always complain to Facebook, right?
Yeah, some of your communication with the members of council, employees, did they mention penny-ass bloggers in here? Village of Dorchester or members of the family is unacceptable. This abusive and demeaning language, they never read my blog, which has been used in several others' communication involving the village of Dorchester employees in the past, constitute harassment and bullying. You know, the way you met me with no shirt, I could consider that you bullied me big time. And I gotta shut up. Okay, the village is committed to providing a workplace in which all persons can expect to be treated with dignity and respect.
They expect me to manage their workplace now too? If they have workplace issues, they should go on compensation or quit their job.
As a result, we request that you immediately cease and desist engaging in your continued pattern of harassment and bullying the village of Dorchester employees. You are allowed to contact employees with the village with comments, questions, inquiries. However, your communication must be respectable at all times. Boy, are you going to kick me? Are you going to put me in the dungeon or something? Because I'm not good for communication skill. We request that you immediately, look at that, big letters, remove any Facebook posts containing abusive and demeaning language directed or involving any employees of the village of Dorchester. We will continue to monitor the situation very closely, and should you fail to remove the posts and continue to use abusive and demeaning language and communication, where's the second part? Village employees, we will immediately proceed to pursue any other action available. That's right, you did say
Any other action? They don't have any action.
But you did say on the video that you had some money. Another action available at law to ensure the village of employees, elected officials, their family are not subject to harassment and bullying. Another goddamn lawyer from McGinnis Cooper, Catherine, what kind of name is that? Blomquist. Anyway, so you're gonna leave here now?
Absolutely not. I told them I'll never be leaving this place.
Are you gonna shut up now?
I am not going to shut up either. When you get a cease and desist order, that means that you're winning, is what it is. And you know what? Obviously, they're scrambling. There's been a lot of feedback on Facebook about that. And yeah, I've been through this before. I've been through this before with politicians. It's only politicians that write these, and their friends, the lawyers.
So who served you this?
Some nice gentleman in BMW, very nice guy. He just came up. He says, "I'm here again." He laughed about it, and he served them. He says, "They're still at it."
Did you have glasses?
I don't recall. It was like a BMW kind of a car, almost like a station wagon kind of.
I'm going to send you a picture, see if it's him.
Kind of a heavy set guy.
No, not him.
Yeah, okay, a heavy set guy.
So are we allowed to have a tour?
Technically, no, we're not allowed to have a tour.
What kind of
until
business are you running here? What kind of outfit are you running here anyway?
Ask the village. They think it's pretty bad, actually.
And okay, one more thing. This is jail.
Yep.
Okay, and it used to be provincial jail?
Provincial jail, yeah.
Vous parlez français?
No. No, parlez-vous français? I dropped out of French. When I was in junior school, I dropped out of French right away. I didn't think I'd use it. And then
No, but I mean, come on, you want to run a business, you got to
Oui,
have...
très bien, merci et vous. Je m'appelle Guillaume. Comment ça va? Ça va
Okay,
bien?
le chiat, vous parlez chiat.
Tabernacle!
No, that's Quebec. That's Moody Quebec.
that's
You don't want to do that.
Oh my gosh.
This is a racism-free zone. Alternation.
I'm a union executive. I was with the City of Toronto for 30 years. I was an executive in the union, and I was the chair of the strike committee. I worked with the fire services in Toronto, the executive
And
of the union and stuff
$100,000 a
like
year.
that.
You had good
I had
salary.
a good job and stuff like that, and I came here to make it here.
Now, what do you
Absolutely.
got here? You got a girlfriend.
Yeah, my girlfriend and my
Stepdaughter.
daughter. Yeah,
How many goats?
I have 3 goats
3 goats.
and 1 chicken.
And one cat.
1 chicken. Yeah, 1 cat. That
And 1
thinks it's
cat and a
yeah.
chicken.
That's right.
Why the goats anyway?
The goats, well, my son passed away just before I moved here, and that's kind of why I moved everything here. And just to deal with the loss and all that stuff, the province of Ontario allows you to have emotional support animals. So I asked them about, after I got the goats, I asked them, do I need paperwork and stuff? And they said, I can get paperwork to legally have
This is where I like the red tea and the phone better.
Yeah.
And I got it on your
So-
face. Hold it. A goat is good for if you're emotionally...
Emotional support animal, yeah. With the loss...
You're kidding, right?
No, I'm absolutely serious. With the loss of my son and that, they make me feel better. And the government says, well, it's the loss and it's just the...
What does a goat
common.
do? A goat, all it does is eat grass, no?
Should I be here alone or should I have something beside me that I love?
Yeah, but a goat.
And that's what I have. A goat.
What
That's
about
what
a
I
puppy?
chose.
What about a puppy?
I don't like puppies and I don't like cats. I want a goat.
A goat.
And they should get. I want 3 goats, as a matter of fact. And I have the.
So how do you do it?
They're out the back. They're out the back. They come and they eat and they poop, and that's it. And people love them and they come to the jail. And that's what I do.
In the jail
But
cell.
I'm legally allowed to have them. Let's get back to the point.
Yeah,
I'm
okay,
legally
sorry.
allowed to have those goats here by the province. And they feel I shouldn't have them. So they're challenging the province, not me, on my rights to have my 3 goats. And they're making, and that's where all of this is stemming down to, is that they're just jealous that I have the 3 goats, and because they couldn't get rid of them right away, they're doing anything else they can on this thing. I've had movie shoots in here, I've had all kinds of things happen.
I wanted me to knock some sense in your head, or knock some sense in my head, or what's this?
Just decoration. We got lots of decoration. I got some human skulls upstairs, shrunken head. I got all kinds of body parts here. It's my weird place to live.
Is this where you they say, okay, you're charged under a summary charge?
You're charged under summary
Summary, and you don't have the right to a lawyer.
Right there. You're guilty and you're staying in jail.
Look at that. You even got the old
bench and-
look at that.
Stuff.
The
We
hell
got
is that?
lots. We
Yeah, I
got
don't know.
lots of things in here. Yeah.
And unfortunately, we can't go for a tour.
We can't officially go for a tour. I'm just talking to them right now. I can have people in my place. I can have construction people in my place. If you'd like to see a little bit of it, I'll show you. I got no problem with that. You're media. I have no problem with that.
Oh, thank you.
Recognized media.
I've
come on over here.
I've been called worse.
Come on over here.
Now you promised that you won't throw me in there.
No,
and throw the key away.
These the actual cells that people stay in.
Wow, look
with
at
the
that.
lights and all that stuff. Now they told me, oh, here's what they said I have to remove this part of the thing instead of this. You know, that's the big thing. Instead of this mechanism, they want these completely removed. No problem. They want emergency lighting in here. It's $70. No problem. And then by the time they got to the end there, they said, Mr. Steele, we don't see a problem with you running a bed and breakfast in here and get you back up and running. So,
I'm here. What do you do? I'm here. Is there lights in here?
there is light. Hang on, I gotta switch the switch over here. Put my mallet down.
Wow.
And this is all the original. Let's see. How many times you been in jail?
Oh, the noise.
They don't lock.
They don't lock.
They don't lock.
Boy, a lot of cops would love to have
Love to
you
see
here.
that, eh?
And don't throw the key out. No, we got a new police chief now. Maybe.
Yes, I heard.
Yeah, never mind. Focus.
I heard that. I heard that.
My God, look at that. So how old is this?
This is 1875. This jail.
1875. And what do I see here? Is there any goats here?
There's no goats. Yeah. All kinds of different things. We let people read. That was a gift. We let the inmates.
We call them
inmates.
Oh my, and they're comfortable.
Yeah, it's on the beds. Yeah.
Holy
yeah.
Jesus.
Whoops.
Oh,
Look,
the
that's my
goats.
Wi-Fi.
The goats. Okay.
We have Wi-Fi lighting in all the beds.
Oh my God, look at that. Hey, this is nice.
Yeah.
What's
Nice
wrong with
and-
this?
Nice and quiet. Absolutely. We have great feedback. We're like the top Airbnb in the Maritimes Adventure by far. We've got great reviews, perfect 5 out of 5.
That's nice, bed.
Super stuff. You should meet Natasha. She's the one who gives the tours and the courtesy and stuff like that. I'm a bit of a redneck, so I kind of stay out of the scene with the tours. And the girlfriend does the tours. Does a great job of it.
How much a night?
It's about $100 a night.
$100 a night. A couple, $100.
Yeah, 2 people, $100. Yeah.
Wow, that's cheap.
Yeah. You can go in there.
And that's
And it's the adventure. People come early and they leave late. They love it.
And you look double.
Kids come in here. We've had birthday parties in here. Little kids, birthday parties. We've had all kinds of different.
Excuse me. I'll swear. What the fuck is wrong with this?
I know.
Huh?
Tell me about it.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look. Oh my God, my old phone number 7, 5, 8. My grandmother, she's dead. 0.
I hope she doesn't answer.
Hey, maybe I'll get for the goats. Hi, Grandma. Hi. Yeah, it's been 15 years. What? You can't hear me. Had to change it all.
Yeah. We keep this one locked right now because there's got a lot of paranormal activity. We had the other side. We had a TV show in here last weekend for 3 days filming, and they spent a lot of money, probably $100,000 on the production in here for 3 days. I didn't get the whole $100,000. I just got a little tiny bit of it, but they spent a lot of money in the community in that. We've had music videos in here. We've had all kinds of things. This will be on APTN Network next fall. The thing, what they did here was amazing. The paranormal stuff, blow your mind. I wasn't really into that stuff till about this place, and then wow.
How did you manage to find Dorchester anyway, from Ontario?
Yeah, that's a good question. I'm sitting in Toronto in a transfer station, the city of Toronto. We get thousands of tons of garbage there a day,
And you were stoned and you listened to Minglewood, Dorchester town.
Yeah, 3 o'clock in the morning I started. I did my job, and then I had about an hour break until about 5 o'clock, and I would go on Kijiji and look for cool places to retire when I was 55. And I found this jail, and it was several $100,000. And I said, oh, I'd love to live in a jail, but it's so far from Nova Scotia. And honestly, I didn't know Dorchester was like 20 minutes from Nova Scotia. It took me about a year and a half to figure that out. I'm going, what? Because I wanted to be close to Nova Scotia. We always went to Edmundston, and that was we have some family there and stuff like that. So I was watching this place for a long time, and then I was in the process of purchasing it. I was going to move here at 55 when my son passed. I said, I'm moving here right now. But I was so tired of living the regular life. I'm not a regular guy. I don't have a regular
Tell me
car.
about it.
I don't have a regular thing. I don't have regular animals. I don't have a dog. I have goats.
Yeah.
I sleep with human skulls and all this. I don't sleep with them,
No offense, mental illness?
but mental illness, not that I know of.
No, you know.
But I actually
Okay, my sister, come on, doc. I'm going to be the doctor.
I
Lay down
have
there.
a question. I used to
shut
tell
up
my
and
boss. I used to tell my boss this.
I'll sit down and listen to you, and then you can tell me all your problems.
I used to tell my boss that I have a paper saying that I'm sane, and he doesn't. So that's the thing. Mr. Steele is in good mental health.
Yeah.
And I said, you know what? None of you guys can say that.
Don't worry about it. They said the same thing about me. Inmate common room.
This is the inmate common room where people, when they do the bed and breakfast, they hang out here. They get to write on the chalkboard. They have Wi-Fi in here.
Smoke as
There's
for
an exit right there, which they want a little bit changed. They want a thumb drive instead of just minor little things. And this is where the inmates
Look at that. Look at that. Smoke Esport cigarette. Oh my God.
That's cool, eh? And then we got the other side. I can show you the other side. We got another row of cells. So this is the only place which is the bed and breakfast.
That's it.
So this is the one. Oh, that's the history of the jail. We get a lot of people in here about the history and the photos. There's all kinds of stuff.
Oh my
There's
God,
some pictures
look at
of it. That's the old.
Irving.
That's the big thing that burned down right over there. That's the big courthouse that was out in the parking lot. Here's a good one here. 1974 museum, an interesting place, but I wouldn't want to sleep in it. And now it's a bed and breakfast. 1974. They tell a story of a gentleman that was the guard here, and they closed it down and they put a guard in here for the night. He lasted about 4 hours. He heard some ghosts and stuff, and he never came back. He walked out, all in there.
Have you seen the ghost yet?
Oh hell yeah!
Huh? Where?
Where? Right where you're standing, right in behind in that back room. Right, that's why I have this one sealed right here. I have that sealed for a reason. People get a lot of sensation that they're being touched in there. Women mostly. Not just like one or two. We're talking 100 people.
Nervous breakdown? No.
Myself?
Yeah.
I'm near one right now with all this bullshit here, but for some reason I'm still standing. I don't know how. They do a lot of stuff. But let me show you the other side. The other side is not updated like this.
Director relative. Look at this. How come this all in French anyway? What's that? The fire marshal came in?
This is the other side. This is the dark side, we call it.
The dark side? You mean that wasn't the dark side in there?
That was the light side.
That was the light side.
This is the other.
Oh my God! Look at that. Have you already seen him?
No.
You already seen him? Ravine?
Good guy.
Yeah, he hypnotized me once. It lasted about 30 seconds.
Oh yeah, the amazing Kreshkin. I'm talking to him on Facebook. You can talk to him. It's absolutely him, amazing Kreshkin.
He's dead.
No, he's not.
Yeah, of course he's dead.
Amazing Kreshkin is alive and well. Are you kidding me?
He's dead.
He's not dead. Did he die recently?
Man, I think last year.
No, sir. No, sir.
Okay,
Kreshkin's
we
alive.
will-
He's skinny as heck. Google it.
Yeah, we will Google it. Okay, later. No. What the hell?
These are the original cells. So this is the part of the tour part over in this one. Original cells. This one's locked.
It feels like I was all drugged up. I just tripped. That's all I used to do it.
So this is where the Bannister boys were actually hung.
Is that a washroom? I know.
There was a washroom. The trap door is right here. This is where the bodies used to drop down right here when they go inside the building. They're buried in the backyard. The Bannister boys are buried there together, 19 and 20 years old. And then we have another guy named Buck who's buried back there. There's a guy in the parking lot somewhere buried. And there's up to 27 people there just thrown in the back by the province. They don't like me talking about that. Unmarked graves. They have no idea where they are. They put a whole bunch of people back there and they have no idea where they are. They said they'll work with me on finding the bodies. Because I said, what if I want to build a... First they said, the province said, there's no bodies buried back there, Mr. Steele. That's not on the map. And, oh yes, there is people buried back there. And finally, we're kind of working toward, I want them to pay to find out where they are. And so I can put a monument there anyway, and just commemorate.
Was the last person was hung here?
That was in 1936, September 23rd.
So I presume racism was very much alive in those days. I presume there would be one native there.
Of the hanging?
There should be one native that was hung, that was buried in the
Not
back.
that I know of here.
But we
Not
never
that I
know,
know
so
of.
maybe that's why they should dig and dig and dig.
Who knows?
to see.
Who knows what's buried in the back there? Seriously, who knows?
My God.
Who knows? I'll take you upstairs and I'll show you the other cells. And we have a gym as well. But that's where they used to come. There was a drop. There was a panel up in the ceiling, and that's where they dropped down from there. I'll show you upstairs where the trapdoor was.
I don't know if I want to see. Good.
Oh, it's pretty good.
I let my cameraman push me around.
I will say that the chief fire prevention officer was here today from St. John, and the gentleman that was here for this area. And I will say they were more than accommodating with me here and working with me and getting this back open. So I'm really pleased and happy about that. I just got the email I'm reviewing. They want a couple little things done, and then I can open back up for tours officially.
I mean, who wouldn't want to have a tour of this?
Who wants
I'm
that?
lucky. I just happened to. I was here 2 years ago, but you weren't here. There's a reason for everything.
Come on upstairs. So we have a gymnasium here too. Members of the community, they pay a monthly membership fee and they join our gym. So this is our fitness gym here. That's my residence in there. Yeah, that came up from Fort Folly up there.
My God, look at this.
Casino thing. Yeah, it doesn't work, but it's kind of cool.
Boy, we're going back in time here.
Yeah, the old cook.
My God.
Remember getting the old pop out of the thing here?
Yeah. Look at this. Lucky 7.
And I got some shrunken heads up there.
Look at this. Remember you used to get the pop?
Pull it out. Yeah, it used to be a rotating thing in there. I just got to turn my lights on inside. I'll be back.
Oh my God, look at this. Oh, waiting. Look at that. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Hey. Look at this. Moving car.
So that's the gymnasium. There used to be all double bunk beds in there. There used to be about 40 people that used to stay in there. So you used to watch out of there. That was just a window before, and they would watch right into here and keep the inmates. Now we have a gym. We have members come in 24 hours a day. We're pretty well open, and they can come and work out. So, and that'll be open very soon. Yep, that's my morbid collection. There's that's about a 300-year-old skull, human skull.
What?
That's about a 150-year-old human skull right there. That's a genuine shrunken head right there, and it was on display in Niagara Falls in a museum. That jar of guts right there, I don't tell anybody what that is. And then there's some other interesting little death things down in here. People go crazy when I say that. And embalming fluids. That's the boys in the jail right here.
Were they hung?
They were hung in the back. I'll show you. Yep. And this is made from this is a bone from World War II. You know, the Germans, they weren't nice people, and they made stuff. Well, that's one of the things. And that's part of my collection that I show people. That's me in Toronto. This is our house that we grew up. 16 foot wide by 80 feet long. You might be able to buy it for $2 million today. $2 million. Insane.
Yeah.
That's what I got out of there.
What's this here?
All right, so this is the death certificates of the 2 boys buried in the backyard. This is the mother who put the Bannister boys up to the murders in 1936. And she was held in this jail as well. We have a female inmate cell at the back. And she was here, she wasn't here for the hanging, but the 2 boys here were hung actually in the back. This door right here is that door right there. He was in that area right there. And of course the big courthouse that you guys burn everything down here in New Brunswick. So that was burned down in 1974. Yeah. And that's one of the former jail masters here. And his daughter, who's like 70, I think now, she just moved back to New Brunswick and she comes here all the time. But she lived here, and that's the courthouse there again. This is death row coming down here. So this is the May Bannister room. This is where May Bannister stayed. This is part of my tour. And we converted that over into a room. We probably have to decommission this one because of the fire marshal.
Why?
Because of exit signs, and this is going to be just part of the tour from now on.
Got the old TV.
TV. And we got people staying here, and they just loved it. They just loved it. This is the only room that's heated in the building. In the jail part of the building with the bed and breakfast. We've had media in here. We've had all kinds of different cool things. This is another room here that we use as part of the gym. Controlled access again, but this was a female cell as well. These 2 jail cells at one point.
Female cell.
Yeah, the inmate cell. Yeah, because the mother stayed here, and a number of females also stayed here. Up until about 1962, and then they changed that.
I like this.
Jello, yeah, remember that? The old. deal of it. This is the library part of the jail itself. There's always so this was provincial, 2 years less a day. So there always had to be an education part of the jail system on a provincial one. So they had whatever in here as far as education. This is going back to death row. This is part of our tour. This is a door that used to go over in here, but they call this the death chamber, according to all things. Watch yourself, there's a hole in the ground there. That shows the original floor, which is right there. You're standing over the trap door where they hung the two brothers right there. This photo was taken right here. This little hinge right here is this hinge right here. These bars are these bars. That's the mother, and that's her sitting in the corner here too. That's the mother saying goodbye to her son. He was hung about a month later. This is the man that was in charge of the execution, Mr. Killam. And that's a photo actually taken right there. That's May Bannister. That is the one. And her two sons were locked up in here. And on September 23rd, 1936, they were put together back to back, literally back to back. Bannister brothers hang back to back, right there. And they were hung together with one rope dropped down to the first floor. They hung there for 21 minutes, suffering. Like when you hang somebody, you're supposed to break their neck and go. But if you're stupid enough to put two people down, they're going to choke to death and swale and stuff. So it's 21 minutes before they cut them down, which was pretty bad. That's a 19 and a 20-year-old. The younger brother, not this one, but the other one, he had mental health issues. And he didn't even know. One of his last words he said was, "Why are you putting, this is too tight around my neck." And they loosened it up. This was in the book. And they said, "Son, say a prayer." He said a prayer, said a few words. They tightened it back up and they hung him and his brother right here. Dropped them down to the first floor. There was a scaffold that was built here, and they're buried right out in the backyard here. I can open this up. I have my books in there too.
What was their crime?
And they're buried over by my lawnmower, somewhere in that general area we're thinking right now. Hey, goats!
Yeah, I was going to say that.
Hey, goats! Mama goat! Mama goat! You coming out? Come on, Mama. I got some apple for you. They've been out all day. They hate the rain, yeah? They hate the rain. So, with my goats and the problem and stuff like that, my property goes right to the back of their property up there. It goes way back in the bush, and it goes down to that apple tree and over there. And yet they say I'm not suitable to have goats.
And where are they buried, you say?
They're buried basically in that general area over. That's the consensus that they're buried. Now, we had the
Don't they date for, if they're dead bodies there, wouldn't they want to know how many people is buried there?
You would think so. You would think so. Well, officially, there's 3, maybe 4, but I've gotten messages from people that have lived here a long time. They said they put a lot of people back there. There was like 27 people buried back there. And she says, I know because I used to go there. My grandmother was, I guess, in one of these houses or something, and they used to watch it. And I'm going, okay, we'll take that into, I haven't dug too much for bones or anything, but kind of concerned about it.
Should get professional here. And
Absolutely, yeah, with the radar and all that stuff. Yeah, I know.
I mean, even though they committed a crime, they're human beings.
Exactly.
What's the problem here?
Exactly.
I'm not going to swear out here.
Exactly. No.
Why not?
I know. Don't ask me. Yeah. Hey, I just bought the place, right?
I know, they say, well, you go to jail, just don't break the law.
Oh,
There's
well,
no trouble, but
hey,
come on, this is a little bit ridiculous,
yeah,
no?
it is. It's been an experience. I don't know if it's jealousy, I don't know what the heck it is, or...
Did this change your views on New Brunswickers?
Does it change my views on New Brunswickers? Some of them, yeah. Some of the old timers, you know what, they gotta kind of get with it and kind of, obviously the old methods of us dealing with a lot of things, drug issues, all that stuff is not working. There's a lot of things that were set up in the past, in the 60s and 50s and 70s, 60s, all those times, and they thought that would bring us forward. And you know what? Things have really changed. The economy's changed. Kids are like this on their phones all the time.
Yes.
Kids are not playing outside anymore. No. All those things have changed. So all those laws and all those, the society that they've written down in pencil and all that stuff, it's not really applying because things are changing. So when they say, yeah, we got to update this, we got to update that, people are evolving all the time, and you have to evolve how dealing with people. Like my goats. What do you mean you have goats for emotional support? Like yourself.
Yeah.
You know what? That's a little bit of the education that, you know what? Would you like me to take more pills? Charles, would you like me to take more antidepressants and more Valium to put me down and stuff? Or would you like me to get hey, deputy, come up here.
It looks like a friendly little guy.
Come up here and see me, buddy. Come on. Come on, princess.
There's 2.
Oh, you know it. Come on. Hey, Mama.
They're coming out the stairway now.
Yeah, they sit
What?
up here. They watch everything. Come on up, Deputy.
You're kidding.
Oh, yeah, they stand up here. They sleep up here. Come on, Deputy. Come on, Deputy. Want some apple? Want some apple?
They won't hear my voice. So what the hell is that?
Come on up.
Oh my God.
Come on up.
Oh my God. Just like a dog.
Come on up. Hey, Mama.
Oh, there's three of them.
Yeah, there's the three. 1 second. How you doing, Deputy?
Yeah, is he going to hit me with that?
No, he's a great guy. He's trying to get into jail. He's trying to get into jail. They see it open. Don't you? Give me kiss.
Yeah. Okay. This is definitely. Yeah. So you kiss the goat like a dog.
I kiss the goat like a dog. And Mama goat. She hates kisses. Give me kiss.
Okay.
They're trying to get into jail.
They're trying to get it. How come you don't put them in jail?
Yeah, because they poop. Hi, Princess.
Well, this is
Okay, get her. That's okay. That's okay. That's your house. Now what do you do? Now what do you do? You're in jail. Now what? You're gonna. Now what? Now what are you gonna do?
They're all.
You just want to come in, don't you?
Yeah.
You just want to get out. Get out. Come on, let's go. Come on. Come on. Get out. Come on, get out. Come on. Come on. Get out. Come on.
You ever get mad? Don't ever get mad at you?
Yeah, they give me that all the time, and they can't do what they want.
Did they ever hit you with those horns?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe that's what happened. Of a horns up the head. Yeah. Wow.
They just want food. They think food's inside. That's why.
Yeah. This is definitely different.
Yeah.
So,
Well, thank you. That's what I like. That. You know what? I love that. When people say, "Man, that's kind of weird," I'm going, "Hey, that's what I live for."
I've never seen a goat
I live
going
for.
up the stairway. They're all male?
This is the only male. It's only him and me. Everybody else is girls here.
They're all fixed.
Yeah, he's fixed. Yeah. It makes
How
them
old
more
are they?
friendly too. She's 2, and these guys are about a year and a half.
So this is what the battle is all about.
Yep. And I'm completely legal with them. Genuine, 100% legal with them.
Okay, so what these goats do beside what they're doing there? They don't eat the lawn, man.
They eat a little bit of the lawn, they poop a lot, and they just make me happy. And that's all that matters. That's all that matters. Makes me happy.
Therapy. They're good,
Instead of more antidepressants and more whatever and all that stuff,
Prescription drugs,
I said, you know what?
Ritalin.
I like just being calm and relaxed with my goats. I always wanted goats. I lived in city. I showed you my house, 16-foot wide lot by 80. How much playing can I do? You start the lawnmower up on the front lawn and shut it off, it's cut.
They're going back in.
Yeah. Hey, that's a Harley Davidson trailer too. They live in a Harley.
Look at them run in.
Okay, bye-bye.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
Bye-bye.
Wow, this is. I did lots of videos, but holy. Wow. Anything else you can?
No, I'm just glad that you know, it's nice when you deal with professionals that kind of know what they're doing. You know, I was a public servant for 30 years, and I learned over the years how to deal with people and get along with people, and even work beside assholes. That you really, you know, what, this guy's an asshole, but you got to get the job done. And I've been able to do that. And my last village, and I tell people this, my last village had 3 million people. This current village, which has 400 people, has given me more heartache over bullshit.
Where did you meet your wife?
I met her in Oshawa, yeah.
Oh, she's from Ontario.
Is my wife here?
No, your
Oh,
wife.
my girlfriend. Oh,
Oh, yes.
She thought my wife was here.
Oh my God, you'd be hung right here. Your girlfriend, yeah?
Yeah,
You
she's
meet
from
her
Oshawa.
here?
Yeah. No, I met her from Oshawa.
Oshawa. So what's she thinking about all this?
Yeah, you know, she's a little different from me. She's
Okay.
she's cool. She's quiet and just kind of goes with the flow and just lets me kind of do my thing, and that's great. We get on great. She does the tours, and yeah, no, it's wonderful.
Well, I don't know what to say. And the crime, these
They kidnapped a baby.
a baby.
And they had killed the mother and the father and another person at the time over by Pacific Junction, I think it is, by Magnetic Hill. There's a place there. So that's what happened at that point. They initially covered up and then they got caught. There was actually 3 of them that went, there was a sister too, and the sister basically ratted out the 2 brothers.
So they weren't good people.
No, well, let me get this very straight. These were, no, I feel sorry for these people. I know they committed murder and stuff like that, but these were poverty-stricken people.
They had no right to a lawyer?
They lived in the hills, literally lived in the woods in a shack. This is the Depression, this is 1936. This is where people didn't have places to live, needed money, this and that. Obviously it's wrong to kill people and stuff like that, but they were desperate, low-educated people. There was inbreeding issues here, mental health issues, and they would have never been found guilty and hung on today's laws, especially the younger one. They tried him twice. They tried the younger one twice. And he still didn't know to the second he was standing right here with the rope around his neck. He goes, what are you doing? At 1:10 in the morning. They said, what are you doing? He had no clue. I feel sorry for him, I really do. You don't go around killing people, that's for sure. But you know what? A terrible poverty is what it is. And there's obviously not the resources that we have today, although...
today we didn't have the resources, but the poverty is still there. They're just a different version, and you still don't have Richard Olin. Okay, you get a lawyer, you pay a lot of money. You're less fortunate.
Your videos on the drug addiction problem is unbelievable when you see stuff like that. People got to see stuff like that, see it's happening. It's just, and it goes back down to, I was talking to it's funny, I went to a baby shower the other day, and I sat right across the table from the Crown Attorney from Amherst, Nova Scotia, and I said, this is a great opportunity to ask a lot of questions. So I asked, I'm not afraid to ask people how much they got in their bank account. I ask a lot of questions. So I asked, I said, what about this? What about all of these? I said, you're dealing obviously in the provincial charges and stuff like that, and you're the Crown Attorney. I asked, the drug problem and stuff. I said, what's your opinion on the drug problem? She says, it's not the drug problem. It's everything that leads up to that drug problem that has to be addressed. I can make you clean tomorrow. I can make you clean in a couple months, and then throw you right back in with all the same.
I have to go focus. Focus in here.
I know, yeah. Okay.
What's the worst ghost you see here? What's the worst experience of a ghost up here?
A ghost? Right up in here, this area here, with the death thing, yeah, we've had, when they were in here. You talking about ghosts?
Ghosts, not goats, ghosts.
Ghosts. Well, we have lots when we had the paranormal investigation here last weekend, right in this active area right here. They get a lot of things with their meters and all that stuff, and that's the attraction. I thought it would just have a place where people come and visit a jail, but it's the paranormal stuff they really like. That's the big attraction here, and it's been successful. It's been successful.
How many people hung again?
Officially, we had 3 people hung in here. Unofficially, up to 27. They used to hang them here for other places, and the trapdoor is actually shared between here and Amherst, where they hung people there.
They gotta dig behind there.
Yeah, I know.
They gotta find out what's going on.
Oh, for sure. So, and this is the arresting officer. This is out in front of my jail when they were bringing them in, coming into the actual place, and that's one of the Bannister brothers right there outside my jail.
He was hung?
He was hung, him and his brother. Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, I know.
By the way, for whatever it's worth, you are a very good tour guide.
Oh, thank you very much.
I like the way you talk. You even got my ADHD attention. Not too many people could do that.
My son had terrible ADHD and attention and stuff like that. I've dealt with that, and they never had those letters when I was going to school. I'm 52, and I was just that kid that caused trouble and they put out in the hallway type thing. But they did pretty good.
I tell you one thing right now, the cameraman that we have here going nuts. Can't say a word. And make all kinds of questions. You talk about ADHD.
There you are. There you are.
No, this is.
There you are. Just hang on 1 second. I'm just going to grab my keys and this is my residence. We don't usually open this up, but that's my residence in there. Just a little basic. I don't want to film it here, but
That's all right.
This is my stage when we go up into the attic there.
There's a ghost right there.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's a kid. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
I thought it was a ghost. Oh, God, there's humans in there.
Yeah.
Okay. It scared me. A ghost with a hoodie. Oh yes, definitely. Where do I sign?
Yeah. Just go to the last page there. Yeah, okay, right over here. It's good. Yeah, right there.
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
Yes, for sure.
Charles LeBlanc. No, it's
Yeah, and then that cease and desist order after I got the okay for the jail, they issued me that, and that is just so much of a joke, it's not even funny.
that's bullshit.
Oh my gosh, it's like,
So that means we gotta remove that video, that me and you?
Oh geez, no. No, I'm not removing anything.
No,
and I stand behind everything I say. I can call you an idiot, I can call you a moron, I can say you're not doing your job well. That's why we're in Canada. Absolutely.
Ah, bullshit. New Brunswick, but New Brunswick, they got their own little...
They think they have their own little rules.
I'm a lawyer, you listen to me.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Some people think that they run their own little community thing right here. I hate to tell you, but it's one big province, it's one big country. And you can't discriminate, you can't do all that kind of crap. Oh, they can do it.
McKenna Cooper. Look at this. See this here? La nouvelle. What's that?
So I'm printing something there.
That's French. There's a lot of French throughout Rivière, Quebec.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think this is a disgrace. I think this is that what I think it is? Is that a guillotine? No.
No.
Oh, okay. Okay. No, I want to go by
I got a lot more cool stuff. Come back and I'll show you the real cool stuff.
Yeah, I see a lot of stuff. That's all right. I'm not too speechless, but I think it's disgusting.
Yeah.
I think this could be one of the biggest tourist attraction in New Brunswick, but maybe they want to kick you out and put some professional people here. You give them ideas.
I have thought an awful lot about the motivation to get me out of here. It's like they were offered to buy. A lot of people were offered buy this place
How much
for
you pay
$1.
for this?
You know what? The village wouldn't buy this place for $1 when it came up. And the community, they put it up for $40,000. They never sold it for $40,000. If I told you how much they paid for this building before me, you would faint. I might have it.
Go ahead, whisper. Wow.
Yeah. So I paid $150,000. It's public knowledge for it. So somebody made a few little dollars on that.
I think people are jealous.
Thank you. Yeah, because I turned this into something that's been doing really well. It gets a lot of media attention. We do really good. Yeah.
It's disgusting.
It's the only thing I can think of because you can look at my reviews, look at every single review on Airbnb, we got almost 200 of them. Everyone is outstanding. Outstanding.
And by the way, has the Green Party MLA in this area been here?
I've talked to her.
No, she been here?
She has not been here. I've
Okay.
invited her here. I've invited her here.
She hasn't been here?
She's busy.
Megan is busy?
Yeah.
Doing what?
I don't want to say.
No, but she's the MLA.
I know.
Okay,
Yes, I have reached out to her and her assistant a couple times asking, and I said it really professional. Please help me, please, please.
Listen, when I'm in Fredericton, we're going to see Megan.
Well, please do.
No, we
She
will.
knows me.
Trust
She
me.
knows me.
She
knows my
will be
situation.
here. She will be
She
here.
did make a reference to the...
Reference. You don't want reference. You want people to come here,
You
right?
got that right. That's their job. That's what they're supposed to be doing, but I don't want to say that.
Okay, so the bottom line is we're done here. Thank you very much. What a beautiful, nice tour guide you are.
Thank you very much.
We're 48 minutes. We could keep on going. 48 minutes. We could go for another 10 minutes. If
A 1 hour show.
yeah, no. I mean, it's that's what it is.
Yeah, it's
Non-editing.
important. Yeah, it's important.
I said no. It's very, very good. I did in support of the jail goats. Okay, the jail goats. The hot sauce, $10 each, $120 a case. Here's me for once.
There we go.
Okay, so we're gonna finish it.
Yep.
All done.
Alrighty.
Tout fini. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so all done. I think disgusting. No politicians been here.
Nope.
None.
None.
And there's a couple of them we could put inside. No. Sorry, my AD.
Oh, I've invited Trudeau. I've invited Trudeau here. I've invited
Shut up. Okay, listen, I'm just done.